That panda does not look that happy. Jesus. Alright, hello everybody, welcome back to the Stanley Parabols. There are two bowls, and I'm gonna pick one of them, and it's gonna change the rest of my life. Okay. So we just went into the useless elevator for about 5 minutes and hummed to ourselves.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
My God.
What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody.
Yes.
He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Dang it. There we go.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Yay! What's this? What does this do? Why does it look like a movie set? Is that the secret? Is that the Stanley Parable? This one looks familiar. Probably because I've been here before. Yeah, past life. Wait, whatever. Back to a loading screen! Hooray! I hope you guys are enjoying this. I'm having a lot of fun. I've been playing this for the past, hour. I cannot get off it. I just keep thinking of all the decisions you could possibly make in this game. It's freaking me out. I could have just sat in that room and let nothing happen, and that would have been the end. I kind of want to get to a longer ending. Oh God, it's creepy.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Nah.
Although this passageway had the word Escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Better than my actual life, so...
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Yeah.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Yeah, do it. Whoa! The end. That's a really short part. I can't tell what's the end and what's the beginning, and I really can't tell you guys. So oh, it's like Portal. How did I not die? That's my question.
As the machine worked,
oh God,
and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this life is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. So he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
How do I get out?
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws.
When?
In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Okay. Ah! What? I don't understand. Boxes! Boxes here. Hello. Hello. Hello, neighbor. Get it? Because my name's BoxTar? It's hilarious. No, it's not.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, and alive as ever.
I refuse! Okay.
What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
Where are we? What the hell?
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now?
Yeah.
Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Really? I want to type on it. Okay. Whoa, it's freaky. Corridor. The pacing of this opening section was important to get right. This corridor has been moved and altered to make sure the player reaches the 2 doors in a good time. Office layout. This blueprint shows the office from the beginning of the game. The path from Stanley's office to the 2 doors was the first part of the game that was built. Sections have been added and altered throughout development. Through the core layout remains almost identical to the first iteration. They put a lot of effort into this, I can tell. The 2 doors! The set of 2 open doors was the very first concrete piece of the Stanley Parable's design. Once the room was created, the rest of the game emerged as an extension of it, an exploration of the contradiction this room posed. Whoa. Blowing my mind, game! The office. This doesn't look like the office, this looks like 3 doors that can't open at all. Weird. Stanley's desk. Those are filing cabinets. Good labeling. Office computers. Turn them off! Solitaire? No, we ain't got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for solitaire. Employee database. I can't read it, it's too small text. Okay. Alright, we did it! Look at that! Credits. Written and designed by Davey Werdron and William Pook. I'm sorry if I butcher your name. Additional level design, Colin Eddings and Jack Parsons. Programming, Jesus made this game. Kidding. Jesus Higueras. Sound design, Robin Arnott, Eduardo Ortiz, and the impeccable Kevin Bredding as the narrator. Kevin, you do good work. I wish my voice could be as interesting as yours. I'll take a quick glance at the music. You guys can check that out real quick. And and the voice work and the artwork. Boxer! Simon Boxer! Oh my god. He's my cousin. Just like those boxes in that room, he's my cousin. Model design, animation, Stanley character skin. He didn't really have much of a skin. Made using source by Valve. I knew this was a Valve game. Valve is the same people that made the Portal games, if you didn't already know. It has such a Portal humor to it. The office. Maintenance room. You know the origin of the maintenance room? Wow, that is, they put, wow, damn. Printer, copier. Both. Maybe, I don't know. Archer. Can't see the images because of all this text. If someone could just get rid of this text, maybe then I could see what happens. Larger. Words. Am I going crazy? Maybe this is some image. Was that clock there before? I don't remember. How do I get back? Can you check for me? Point of Stanley Parable. HD Remix is to lose. Point of Stanley HD Remix is to win. Well, which is it? These are screenshots of the Stanley Parable HD Remix. More endings, fewer endings. More raiders, fewer narrators. More Stanley, less Stanley. I don't know. Warzone. When did this bicycle come into play? Since when is this Tron? I want to play Tron. I want to be in Tron. Is this a reference to Tron? Or is it the second to last level in Twilight Princess? I can't tell. They both look kind of similar. Alien base? I'm so confused. Early in development, we designed an ending where Stanley would end up on the battlefield finding aliens. The action game would become sentient and would wage war against the narrator. We realized shortly after starting to build it that it was far too jokey and on the nose for the tone of the game. Plus, some people interpret it as making fun of people who like shooters, which was not our intention. Okay, I wouldn't have minded, but it's cool that they're actually throwing all this stuff at me. That's cool. Oh my god. Okay, I've just got to read these. I'm only 9 minutes in, so... Please, I would like... Okay, cool! Fine! Change it just as I get into it. See if I care! Narrator emails. After the second trailer, we sent out... God dang it. We asked people to email the narrator for questions. While we had initially planned to use these in further promotional materials, we never found the perfect use for them. Here's a selection of those emails. God damn it. There's a skeleton inside of you. There are more skeletons in this world than humans. Thanks and goodbye, Civ. How is the image going? I hope it's good or better than the first one from a cool man. Yeah, that. Totally important. God, that is bright. Dear narrator, how do you stay in shape? Sincerely, Michael the Rockman. Very funny. I want to kind of read some of these. So, greetings, omnipotent voice. I wanted to tell you I liked the Stanley Parable as much as I liked seeing a humanously small badger in swim trunks. Indeed, I liked it as much... God, I need to read fast. There's no way I can read these. Here, you guys pause it and you read it. I'll do it later too. I'll just stay on it for a second. This is the first one. There's the second one. Dear narrator, will the Stanley Parable have infinite quests? How many endings? If the Stanley Parable is really going to let me go shopping, I hope it will have a fine selection of desert boots. Cameron. Are you a rock? Yes. Stanley Parable is a rock. I love how they spend so much time on this one. You make the worst game ever. What is the difference between a duck? What? Some questions, maybe? Am I Stanley, or are you spying on me? I don't... Why? How? What? What do the lights in the control room do? I really want to know. Montgomery Jones. Okay, we'll get going, guys. Sorry. The lounge. An early version of the lounge. Yeah, they made it look a lot prettier in this one. What's that? What's that? What is that? Stop ticking. Oh! Why is that counting down too? Oh, that's freaky. The apartment timer. In a previous version of the choice leading to the apartment ending, a timer would give you 15 seconds to pick the phone. Not picking up the phone would lead to a different ending. Well, yeah, I figured. This is like giving me hints for the rest of the game. The cargo lift. The second version is functionally the same as what's in the final game, but we wanted it to look more like a place where cargo is actually stored. Yeah, that kind of looks like Portal. I'm sorry to keep comparing it to Portal, but it kind of does, guys. I mean, look, you can just throw a couple lasers and some bots and, you know, Portal stuff. I have played Portal, shut up. I haven't played it in a long time. Cargo lift. The cargo lift was always intended to offer the choice of staying on or jumping to a different path. However, after the early version, we decided we also wanted the option of the player falling to their death. Wait, you can jump off to something else? I really gotta explore this game, man. Oh my god! Look at all the options! That's only 4! Meeting room. Maintenance layout. The flow of the hallway following the first 2 doors was important to get right, since player will replay them so many times. We discussed a number of designs, but ultimately it was the simplest version that won the cut. Vent. Which one won the cut? I guess I'll never know. Obey staircase, disobey lounge. Weird. Alright. Let's keep going. Let's look around. This seems to be infinite. I might just split this up into a couple parts. Nah, this will just be a really long part. Zending levers. These levers were originally part of the Zending. The player would pull a lever and the narrator would describe the color. Can't pull these. I feel like I'm ruining part of these games. The screenshot depicts an early version known as the Zending, which was eventually cut and merged with another part of the game. Okay, I can't be the only one that sees how portal-y this looks. I love you, Valve, and I love that this looks like Portal, but come on. I have no complaints that it's like Portal. Like, who cares? Zending model. The Zending went through many iterations. This room represents the 4th version of the ending, and we thought it was complete, but decided to abandon and change its name after launch. The game is now paused. Begin the game again. Resume the game. Options. Return to menu. Escape menu. For a long time, we had an ending that only ended when the player restarted from the escape menu. Unfortunately, very few players realized this was what they were supposed to do, which was frustrating for everyone. I would have done it. There's an achievement for that. Oh my god, why is there so much here? Freedom ending. This is the freedom ending as it existed in beta. Beautiful. It looks like a painting. Countdown desk. One of the desks from an early version of the countdown ending. Oh! 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 Press the button! Press the button! Scared me. Monitor room elevator. For a time, the elevator in the monitor room could go up or down, with freedom above and countdown below. We abandoned this when players found it too difficult to remember what was up and what was down and placed the two endings together instead. Fantastic. Good countdown room. Another vision of countdown. I don't know. I haven't seen all the endings, so not all of these make sense. Exit. I want to explore around a little bit. Game design mock-up. This is the level that William, the level designer, sent Davey, the writer, as a kind of audition place. The strength of this level got William hired to design the full game. Though much of the environment has changed, the best layout from this mock-up is still in the game. Yeah, that looks nice. They did work on this. They put a lot of time and effort into it, and, you know, what I like about it is this is a total behind-the-scenes, like, snapshot. Stanley's office. From left to right, the evolution of Stanley's office over time. The first was created in November 2011, the second March 2012, the third on February 2015. As you can see, so much changed over the progression of 2 years. Like, whew, my god. Like, seriously, look at this. Sorry, I just want to take a double take. The desk and the file cabinets, and then the desk, and he has 2 computers for some reason. Beats me. He has mugs now. How fancy. He has more filing cabinets for more shit. And then he got rid of his computer because I guess the designers realized why in the hell does he have 2 computers? Why? Now he has a pencil sharpener. He didn't have a pencil sharpener before. He needed that for all his pencils that he was using. And now we're back here. Keep looking around a little bit. It's nice. It's a nice calming compared to like the insanity that happened in the last part. Trailers. We ran 4 major teaser trailers over the course of the game's development, each meant to convey something about the spirit of the game. This is the first one, released in May 2012. It features a series of broken rooms and the voice of the narrator informing viewers that he is preparing a new version of the Stanley Parable. If you guys want to check these out, they are on the Steam network, I believe, right before, like you can see these right before you purchase them. That's why I'm not going to sit here and watch them. You can find them on Steam. It's cool that they allow you to see those, though. This is neat. This is a neat way of, like, a behind-the-scenes... I know I've already said that, but it is. I've never seen something like this before, and it's very interesting. Freedom ending. Boss's office. Scenes from development of the boss's office. First it looked very, like, nah. Wow, it really started out kind of blah. But it really turned into something very mismatched with the rest of the game. But I guess that's the point. I guess it's like a statement of some kind. Narration outtakes. Kevin Briding, the voice of the narrator.
Now look closely, Stanley. See how it's impossible for the player to do anything in this room. Perfect example of poor level design. Textbook mistake. It's the kind of thing you pick up on intuitively if you have even the most fundamental understanding of good and bad game design. Where were, of course, is clear.
Okay, they're talking over each other. I can't make out anything. I'm kind of scared. They're in my head. Okay. Underground. Jesus. There's so much. There's so much. Office clock. That thing brought me through some hard times. And now we're back here. Alrighty, we'll go ahead and go to that ending room. I think we've seen all that there is to see. If I missed anything, I'm sure it's not that big of a deal. It is pretty cool to see the credits. This is like their credits, so. Alright, where was that exit? I hope I'm not lost. Oh god, I think I'm lost. Guys, I don't know where I'm going. What is that? Oh, that's the elevator. Okay, where was it? Oh god. Okay, here it is.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
Did I turn it off? What was that supposed to mean?
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game.
Should I do it?
As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now. It'll be your only true choice.
Okay. I did it! I win! I win! I win! I win!